just going to prepare myself some new sourdough starter because I have gone through pretty much everything I have. I have 2 loaves of artisan sourdough going because it is freezing. It is so cold out. I think tonight it's going to be 7 degrees, so super cold, and I'm going to bring my little kitties into the house because that's too cold for anybody. But the plan is today doing lots of baking, but I'm probably not going to show everything because it's just a lot. That'll be in another video. But I'm completely out of my artisan bread flour, and I'm getting really low on my ancient grains as well as my all-purpose flour. So we're gonna go to the farmer's storehouse where I get all of my grains. If you're in Tennessee, I highly recommend that you go to this market. This is where you can get really truly the best grains and milled flours, everything. They source all of their grain and all of their products from farmers in Tennessee and in the surrounding states that don't use any fertilization or chemically based, genetically modifying products. What we're getting is raw grain and raw, just good product that is supposed to be consumed. So let me just get my coffee. Basically, the farmer's storehouse is just a really great resource and place for people who really want to take their health by the hands and really just focus on making sure you're eating really good natural products. I watched a documentary not too long ago, and it was pulling at my historical interests, heartstrings. The title was medieval bread really better than modern day bread? And of course I was like, oh yes, I'm going to watch that. And it turned out to be an hour-long documentary about why the modern day bread in the grocery stores and everything like that is actually so bad for you, and why just the genetic structure of flour has completely changed since our grandparents' time. And so that was really fascinating to me. And one of the key things that they said that was really just mind-blowing was that the percentage of people who have developed celiac, since the companies have genetically modified or have included lots of different chemicals into bread. To make bread, it's just flour, salt, and water. That's it. That's what you do to make bread. That's sourdough. But what they were saying was they were adding like 20 different ingredients. They were adding things that should not be in your body. One of the things that they put into modern day bread is the same stuff that they put in tires and yoga mats. When I saw that and just took a moment to take it in, I was actually really grossed out. And so that reinvigorated my interest in wanting to get back into doing really big time sourdough stuff. Anyway, they said that when these companies, I think back in the 60s, started incorporating all of these chemicals, the number of people who got celiac, which is basically a sensitivity to gluten, but it's more than that, which I have, it increased by 400%. That is just wild to me. So basically, long story short, I have had health problems for a couple of years that have been related to gut health. And from the research that I've done in the past and recently, and just, it's really important to eat foods that can not only just help restore your gut biome, but it's a lot of people have issues when they don't realize that they have it. I, for the longest time, thought that I was completely fine with, eating gluten and eating all of these different foods, and then I started having issues. I would have these horrible eczema outbreaks and rashes, and just from eating the randomest of stuff. At first I thought it was heavily processed foods, and then it was MSG things, or anything that had artificial flavoring, and then of course seed oils and all of that. And so I did a lot of cutting out of a lot of stuff. It was a lot, and it was exhausting, and it was hard. It was really hard. So when I started doing sourdough, not only did the bread taste really good, but I didn't have any reactions to it because it's real flour, it's real fermentation process, and that's it. It's flour, salt, and water, and that is it. It's better to just make your own at the end of the day. And that's what brings me to the farmer's storehouse. Yeah, I really love going out there. You can get freshly milled flours and everything like that. You can get rolled oats, and I mean beans. You can get corn and cornmeal and all of these yummy cooking things, as well as you can get baking soda and baking flour without any phosphates and chemicals in it. So, and it's all local. You can get your beef tallow, lotions, and other things like that. It's just nice to be in an environment with like-minded folks passionate about having good food that promotes good health the way that this food was supposed to have been consumed and processed. And anyway, I'm rambling. I'm gonna finish up making my starter, and we're going to get going. As soon as baby boy wakes up, we're gonna jump in the car and head over there because it is quite a haul to get out to Sparta, Tennessee. This humongous loaf. I did a double recipe. I'm still pretty new in this whole sourdough making journey, and I have had some struggles with getting my dough to rise, and I've done a little bit of research, and I've realized that indeed there's just not enough dough strength, and so just gotta kind of figure this out. As I did do a double recipe, and this is a much more dense loaf because I do have my ancient grains in here. I'm just so excited. But first things first, I need some more flour because that's what the whole point of this video is.
If it's overwhelming, which it can be.
What a drive. I spent an hour driving over there, and I only got to be in there for about 20 minutes before I needed to get back in the car for another hour so I can get back home on time so I can put little boy to sleep. So he's asleep, and I can finally catch my breath and take a look at everything that I got, and let's go through it. Of course, I got my all-purpose flour, which I just use in everything. Oh. So here in the first bag, I got a pie and pastry flour for flaky and fluffy baking. And I've seen this up there before, and I just never grabbed it, and so I thought, why not give it a shot this time? So I've never used this one before. This is a finely milled, low-protein, organic, soft white wheat that you need to make the perfect pastry or cake. I'm excited to give this a try. We're definitely going to be trying it this weekend because on the radar, I saw that we're actually going to be potentially getting a foot of snow in like 2 days. So we're gonna do some baking, big time. The next thing I got was Southern cornbread mix, and it says heirloom stone milled happiness. I love cornbread. It is easily one of my favorite go-to just snacky foods. I love it so much. So it says it's the best tasting cornbread to ever bless the South, and they also include the recipe for the Farmer's Storehouse cornbread. And finally I got the Tartaria bread flour. It's the ancient grains that I use in my sourdough, so I got more of this. I got another bag of that, as well as rolled oats. I never thought that rolled oats could actually taste fresh, but it does. I'll never go back to having Quaker oats again, that's for sure. Got some more of the Tartaria bread flour, so I got 2 little bags of those. Hi. I got some chocolate so we can make some croissants.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So I'm excited about this, and it's dark chocolate. And it's like whole chunks of it, so I'm really excited about that too. They also have coffee. This is a local coffee. It's premium barrel-aged bourbon coffee that doesn't have any mold in it. So if you have gut issues after drinking a cup of coffee, it's because there's mold in the grounds as well as potentially other things. But I got this to try out. And of course, I got a little dough whisk because I really don't like using wooden spoons, and you're not really supposed to use metal with your sourdough because it kind of nullifies some of the best properties of the sourdough. So got one of these. Really excited to use this. And finally, I also got some local mozzarella. And that is all that I got at the Storehouse on this trip. I usually go about once a month, maybe once every 2 months, depending on how much baking I get done. So thank you for joining me on this fun little excursion out and about before this big old snowstorm that we're supposed to have. So I'm gonna put all of this away and keep working on my bread. So yeah, happy baking, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys. Okay, real quick before I end the video, I just baked my sourdough bread and I don't know what I did, but look at how gorgeous. I'm so happy. I think I figured out my problem. I mean, this one's obviously smaller and it's not, it wasn't even, but I'm very, very happy with how it turned out. And I can't wait to give it a taste tomorrow morning. Have a good night, everybody.